guys, Wages World coming at you with the update video. Guys, we've got G4 Storm that kicked off unexpectedly. Got extreme Aurora I'm going to be showing you guys. Got some personal pictures from some of our viewers, and 200 fireball reports, over 200 fireball reports. And we've had a lot of just other stuff happening, guys. So even got some Aurora with the Big Dipper in the background. Very cool pic we got from Ilea. I showed it to you earlier, but I'm going to show it to you guys again. We got some other ones that people emailed me. So, yeah, let's get into this, guys. So, somebody give me a 5 for 5, and we'll go ahead and start. I am going to go ahead and keep moving here as I'm waiting on the 5 for 5. Hopefully, we'll get that in just a second. Guys, this is the Aurora forecast. Okay, thank you, IG. Appreciate you. So yeah, guys, please share this out. That really does help. I really do truly appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that's been joining our memberships and gifting memberships. It really truly does help. So thanks for all that. And I'll stop and say thanks to everybody a little bit later on too. But for now, let's just get into this. Hey, Miss V, good to see you. I was actually getting ready to ask you if you've seen Leisure. I ain't seen Leisure for a minute. So I'll make sure he's okay. Hey, Helly, what's up, bud? Okay, so I do want to just jump into this because we do got a lot to cover, and I don't really want to make this thing 1,000 hours long. To be honest with you guys, I don't feel very good right now. I got some blisters underneath my tongue, and I fight that from time to time. It's from my, yeah, I'm not going to get into that. But it hurts to talk, just to be honest. So, but we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, yeah, guys, this thing happened today. And I came to you guys earlier and showed you guys what was happening with the geomagnetic storm that just decided to get way bigger than what it was supposed to. It's just really, really kind of just took me back. Hey, Brandon, thanks for becoming a member, bud. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Kool-aid Krew. Hey, guys, tell him thanks for becoming a member. Guys, I'm going to be doing a members only stream tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but with all this stuff going on, I decided to push it off till tomorrow. I got some pretty cool Zoom Corp stuff to take a look at. It's going to be really interesting. I think we're going to have some fun over there doing the members only. I'm trying to figure out certain things to do so we can all have fun and just kind of get to know each other and learn space weather at the same time. But the content here will never change, just so everybody understands that. But again, guys, and I'm not going to fall back into just talking about that all the time. I want to make sure that we're doing this. Okay. Yeah, guys, this took everybody by surprise a little bit. Not the fact that we got a geomagnetic storm, but the fact of how strong it went. Now, let me say this: if you guys remember back in May when we had the G5 storm, and I'm going to share something with you here in a minute. This storm right here was G5 for about 30 minutes. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. Nobody else is going to tell you that. Because nobody else shows you this. Okay? So, and we'll get back to this in just a second. We did go G5, and it's historic data. It's there. Now, was it very long? No. We were just there for a brief few minutes, but we did get there. But the official forecast is going to go off of 3-hour averages, which is what we get over here at NOAA. So it's only going to come in at a G4, and it's okay. It really truly is. I've already explained why I like using the HP sometimes for certain things and using the KP for others. Okay? Because the KP honestly gives us a better broad overlook. Now, when we're just kind of hyper-focusing on a small section, trying to time it out with, let's say, like maybe an earthquake or something like a strengthening hurricane, right? We know when we get blasted by the sun, we've seen it happen multiple times, and it increases the strength of the hurricane. It's like magic. It really is. It's crazy to see how immediate it happens. But that's what the 30-minute increment thing is really good for. And just to give us a better understanding. But as far as this Aurora goes, guys, unfortunately, now I don't want to just step off the ledge here right at the beginning, and don't nobody go shoot the messenger here if you're living over here in the States, okay? It looks like our storm is starting to fade off for right now. It doesn't mean that we're not going to see Aurora, because this thing could boost back up at any time. I want to stress that. Right now, if you look at the forecast here I'm showing you, this is the Aurora oval. And if I take it to the latest one, look what's happening here. Okay, you see what's going on here? And we see this a lot with strong storms. Once they start to die off, it dies off really quick. But if we get hit with even a small CME right now, it's going to most likely, if the magnetic fields inside of it are the proper polarity, it could just knock us straight back up in there. Okay, but as of right now, this is what it looks like. Okay, so all the Aurora for right now is up in Canada over here in the west. So I don't want to like break anybody's heart here, but that is just the fact. So I'll just leave it at that. Now over here, guys, is Southern Hemisphere for my brothers and sisters down in the land down under. Love my Aussies. Oi, oi, oi. That's what I'm saying, guys. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's on my bucket list to get over to Australia before I decide to kick the can all the way down the street and then kick the bucket on the way there. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, guys, I got more years behind me now than I got in front, and I'm not going to waste them. So that is one place I will be visiting if I have to swim there. Just saying. Okay, but anyway, guys, yeah, so we did get into, like, right here, okay? We did get into some really good Aurora here. And so while we're talking about the Aurora, I will, I believe, okay, so this right here came from Bill Walsh, okay? Man, I have to go look at the email. I'm sorry, Bill, if you're in here, man, please let me know where you're from again. I am so sorry, man. Where do you... Northern Ohio, I think, is where this one was taken. He drives a truck, I believe, is what he was saying, and he had pulled over. Pennsylvania, Ohio area up there. I'm pretty sure that's what he said, okay? But this, you guys either hit their own pictures, okay? These are pictures from our viewers. These are the ones that, like I said, guys, it's awesome when you guys do these things for us because it most certainly is very, very cool. But I don't have the other ones up here for some reason. So give me 1 second here, guys. I'm going to grab the other one. That's from Bill there, but I do want to show you the one from Ilea also. Okay? This one's from Ilea, and I showed you guys this one earlier. Okay? This one here, in my opinion, is pretty special. And the reason I say that, it ain't just because it came from Ilea, which makes it special enough. I mean, she'd seen it with her own eyes and stuff and took the picture. But as I zoom out here, look what shows up. You guys see what shows up here? She took this picture with the tree line right here, with the Aurora just poking up over the top of here, with the Big Dipper right there. I mean, that's amazing to me that all lined up like that. Now, I know it's not like the most unusual thing to see constellations and stuff in Aurora. I mean, we're all looking at the sky, right? But for somebody that doesn't typically take, Aurora photography like Ilea, because she lives in a place where they do get it, but not like all the time. So, and it's from Northern California where this is from. So for all that to kind of line up for her last night is awesome. And it is one of the better looking Aurora pictures I've seen out of everything, as far as how beautiful it is. We've all seen the like blasted, like falling green rain on your head, that kind of stuff. That stuff is really cool too, but this just has a different artistic feel to it, and it just it's just really cool. I can't say enough good things about it, and I hope you guys kind of feel the same. But this is really cool too. Look at this. This is like pink. I mean, this is some cool stuff. So when we're seeing pinks and purples and reds, typically that means it's interacting with nitrogen molecules. And when we're talking about nitrogen, a lot of the nitrogen lives closer to the surface. Okay, so it's deeper down into our atmosphere. That means this stuff is penetrating down further, which typically points to a stronger storm. So that's why that is important to kind of acknowledge there. But we got the green ones too. So I mean, they're all over the place, guys. I mean, really, we've seen Aurora in over 30 states. Texas, Mississippi, guys, we're talking far south. And we've talked about this before. Should we really be seeing them that far south? Is it that unusual? Well, we got to consider that our technology is way better as far as our phones and stuff. And if you talk to Ilea, this picture here, she's seen this, but it wasn't as intense. It was more of a faded look, so she pulled her camera out and did that. So the camera really picked it up a lot better. I talked about this earlier. I live in Indiana, so during the G5 storm last time, everybody around me saying, man, we seen Aurora last night. And I'm like, dude, I was outside looking. I didn't see nothing. And I made the mistake by not pulling my phone out. I didn't realize at that point. I was ignorant to the fact that would help. But just keep that in mind when we start seeing reports further down south. Not that we really should, not that it ain't unusual to see it down that far south, because it is unusual. But it does make it more likely when we got technology there now. But also, we also have more light pollution, which goes against the other way, right? That would hinder us from seeing a certain amount of aurora. If we've got light pollution going on, there's a lot more population than years and years and years ago. That all affects that, guys. It adds more and more light pollution because we got more lights turned on. So, we got to keep in mind all of that. Does it all even out? I don't think so. Just being honest. I think some days it evens out. Some days it's on one side and some days it's on the other. It just depends. Everything is very, very specific to each individual storm. So, but this one here is in, like I said, upper Pennsylvania, northern Ohio area. And this one here is Northern California. So, all over the place, guys. Hey, Shell Spells, good to see you. Okay, so, yeah, guys, this is what happened. This is the storm right here. And are we going to see more? I think so. I think we might pop back up in it. Right now, currently, we are not in storm level. We just haven't had this plotted yet. The 3-hour average here, and if we go over here and look at the HP, okay, so we've dropped out of it 2.5 hours ago. I mean, we were still in G1, but it wasn't, the massive G4 stuff, right? So we have pretty much dropped out of storm level. But this last one was a little bit of an uptick. So are we heading back the other direction? I don't know. But look right here, guys. This is what I was talking about earlier. This particular bar right there. That's a G5 level. Okay, it's a 9. Okay, so there it is. You can't argue with that. I mean, it's just there in your face. That's what it is. We got to a G5 for about a half hour. Now, again, they're going to average this out in 3-hour increments, and that's where their official number will come from. And it's not going to be a G5. It's going to be down in the G4 range, which is okay. Like I said, I've already explained that. But I do think we might pop back up. But look how long we stayed G3. We really did hang on to G3 for a good amount of time here. G3 or higher. That's a long time, guys. You're talking 3, 6, 9, 12, over 12 hours at G3 or more. You got to consider that when that's happening, it's a complete bombardment for that amount of highly charged particles. So if we take a look at the the Discover data here, we look at the BZ, right? That's the negative polarity we look for, the -6, and that allows things to come in easier. So looking at it, I mean, everything that's shaded here purple or lavender for me. I'm not sure what your display looks like, but that's how long we stayed there. But look what's happening now. This is why we're coming out of this. Okay, the BZ has now went right around neutral and even a little bit positive, so it will be kind of helping deflect. Now, remember I said negative, right? -6 or better. See, it says it goes all the way down to -30 here on this particular data graph. Now, I can show you that too. Guess what? On the magnetopause model, and we can get a visual of exactly what I'm talking about here. You see this? You see when we get the typical like our magnetopause signatures. We've all seen them. Most of us have. Now you see that? You see how we got a tail back here, right? So if you follow the tail to the front, it's like pointing straight to 0 here. See this? You see this Z? That's the Z in the BZ I just showed you, okay? But let me back this up and watch how we were actually negative, and you can literally see us go from the negative BZ to almost 0 right here. So I'm going to start it right here. And see how we're pointed down right there? So watch this. It's going to take it a second. See how it's slowly coming up? And then we end up right in the middle. And it may even go positive a little bit here. So this is what I'm talking about, guys, with the BZ. Okay? So when we're in that position, you got to understand that if the magnetic fields inside the CME is the right polarity, it's going to just draw this stuff right in, guys. So that's really what I wanted to show you on that. I think it showed it pretty well right there. But yeah, so let's do this here real quick. If you guys could give me a roll call in there real quick, I would much appreciate. Hey, Jammer, good to see you, bud. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Heather Joy, good to see you. Surgery 68's in there. Love it. So, yeah, give me a roll call, guys, if you would. Just the region. And let me know if you guys seen the Aurora. That would be awesome to know that. And if you did, I need to go check my emails again. Haven't checked them in a couple hours. I might have got some more pics. If I got more pics, I will definitely bring them to you tomorrow. But, yeah, so give me a roll call in there. Now, let's go over to the geoelectric field, okay? The geoelectric field is there. They're trying to, this is the geoelectric field at the surface, right? So they're trying to bridge a gap between space weather and earthquake forecasting. We know that it affects earthquake seismic activity. Space weather does. So they're using this as a way to gauge and to see what's actually happening here and see if they can bridge all that together and get their forecasting better for earthquakes. And you could definitely tell that this is an uptick. This is not something, you know, but we are on the butt end of that storm, so it isn't as intense as what it was. Okay? If you guys seen it from my first live stream today, you would know what I'm talking about there. It was a little bit more intense. But as you can see, this magnetic pressure, right? What I just showed you guys here, again, it's a constant push. You see that? How things aren't really like bouncing around. So when that happens, believe it or not, our magnetic field's just a little bit more stable, but because of the strength and the density, stuff still is, and because our BZ was a little bit more negative, it was just constantly just drawing it in, right? So that's why we got to such a high level geomagnetically. But you can see it here on the density also, okay? You can even pick out how we're kind of tilted south there. It's amazing when you start understanding what these models are actually trying to show you. You pick up on that little stuff. And it gives us all a better understanding. And that's why I encourage you guys, please go check the models out for yourself. Don't believe it. Don't believe a word that comes out of my mouth. Go look for yourself. And that's why I show you guys and try to explain to you guys what the models are trying to represent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, miss. Good to see you, girl. Hey, Trish. Okay, so where's everybody at here? Y'all give me a, let's see here. Mark, can I post your email? Of course you can, Hilly. Go for it, brother. 100% you can. It should be in the description. But if it's not, I need to get it back in there. But yeah, always. Thanks, Hilly. Appreciate you, man. Oregon, but I didn't see anything. Yeah, that sucks. James from Pennsylvania. Yes, Aurora, weak but colorful in the night sky. Yes, Sergeant Bun Bun. Good to see you, by the way. I ain't seen you in a minute. Toyota Tech Scott. Interesting. Much love from Northern California, long-time listener. Well, it's good to finally talk to you. Don't be a stranger, man. Come up in here, or woman, I'm not sure. I hear Toyota Tech, and I know this is going to sound bad. My mind goes to a man. I apologize if I offended anybody, but that's just where my mind went. It's good to see you. Please become a little bit more active there in the chat, man. We're all family. You know that, but don't feel pressured either. So, hey, Jeremy, good to see you. No Aurora. Hey, what's up, Red Wine Entertainment? Seen you in here earlier. Good to see you again. Augustine, Florida. What's up, Pat? Good to see you guys. STU. Blue Kool-aid, Ian. Okay. What's up, Glenn Monroe? What's up? Leslie Lindsay says she's from Eastern Oregon. South Jersey. Jerry, what's up, brother? Good to see ya. Las Vegas, baby. Heck yeah. Loving it, loving it. Cumming, Georgia. Never been there, but that sounds good. I love Georgia. Eastern Washington, baby. That's right. Miss Dragon. I've been married to my wife about the same amount of time she's been married to that husband of hers. We were talking about that earlier in the live stream. Jammer, I hope you're feeling better, bud. Yeah, there you go, too. Yeah, Jammer's got an Aurora thing over there. So, yeah, he left the link there. Please go do that. Share him out, man. For sure. 100%, Jammer. But if you guys want me to show them here, too, I can. I mean, I'm not, like, saying anything. But, yeah. So, please send them over there to his place, too, over there. I think it's a Telegram, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's your Telegram page, right? I'm pretty sure it is. But, anyway. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, let's, come here, and what we're going to do here, guys, see, this is what's cool. This is some more Aurora, and this is the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. I can't remember who was asking me, but they were asking if they would be able to see them in North Carolina. Absolutely, last night you would have been able to see them, because we got reports all over the place. But you guys see these little streaks? That's the Perseid meteor shower in effect last night while we're getting these awesome Aurora. It's cool, man. See, look, Texas, Mississippi, Arizona, Colorado, all them states, naked eye sightings. All the way down to 32 north latitude. Now, you can go look at a globe and figure that out. That's pretty far south. So, with that being said, yes, he is. I agree. Okay, now, what I do want to show you guys, though, and this does kind of bring things into perspective. Now, look, okay, don't freak out looking at that, okay? Now, it's over 200 fireballs reports. Again, this is directly related and is directly expected to happen when we go through the Perseid meteor shower. Okay, this is the debris left from a previous comet that passed through here. Okay? And it just happens to be when we're in that part of our orbit, the constellation Perseid is in our sky. That's why they call it the Perseid meteor shower. So just understand that. So what this is saying, it says in this diagram of the inner solar system, all the fireball orbits intersect at a single point, Earth. The orbits are color-coded by velocity from slow red to fast blue. Okay, so that's what the colors mean. Please go over here and show Dr. Tony Phillips some love, guys. He just does such a wonderful job with this thing. It's amazing. And he's even saying, hey, we got to category 4, but it's not over yet. Okay? It's not. This is not over yet. Now, we might not get all the way back up into some big-time geomagnetic storms again, but there is a good chance we go back up to G2 or G3. Okay? There's an outside chance we get up there high again like that, but not a very good one, okay? If I was going to give you guys kind of an estimate, I'm actually kind of landing on like a G2 right now. It's probably the most we're going to see during the rest of this storm. I could be dead wrong, you know, but that's just kind of that's my opinion. Because you guys know I nowcast, I don't forecast, but I do have opinions, and I've looked at these things now for years. Doesn't make me an expert, doesn't make me have any more knowledge than what you guys do. It just means that I've seen a lot of this stuff, probably more than most, and you do tend to build a familiarity with what you're seeing. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Now I will say this too. This storm was another one that was under forecasted. Okay, now here's the issue with that. It ain't because the forecast wasn't correct. Okay, that has nothing to do with anything. What it has to do with is the more times that you under forecast something. We forecasted something to happen, but we were too timid to say, hey, this looks like it's going to be a pretty strong one, right? So now we've got multiple decent and frankly large geomagnetic storms that have happened, like back in May, and this one, that were under forecasted as far as their strength. What that's going to do, it's going to cause people to question. It's going to cause the knee-jerk reaction to overcorrect also. So what I don't want to happen is for people that do this, you know, showing people space weather and things, I don't want all of us just running out here and going, oh my gosh, we got a G5 coming tomorrow, but in all reality, the data's kind of pointing to a G2. You see what I'm saying? So what we have to do, and sometimes it's hard to do, okay? Because last solar cycle has everybody under forecasting things because we just didn't see the big stuff, right? What we got to do is each storm, we have to start at the base level. We have to put our blinders on to any kind of bias, and that's hard to do. The only way to do that is to look directly at the data and go off of that data. Don't let any other feelings play in your head there. So if anybody is reporting on this stuff, please try to do that. And if your opinion lands that we're going to have a strong one, just say it. And if we're not, then just say that. Just say what the data is telling you. That's the only way we can be. Okay? So please, guys, anybody talking about this stuff or just watching me even, if you guys feel like I'm not doing exactly what I'm asking you guys to do, call me on it. I might not even realize I'm doing it. So I take criticism very well, and I know you guys know that. And I do adjust when I need to. So thank you. But just call me on that, guys. 100%. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I've missed anything here. That's SDO. What I will do here, guys, I'm going to show you this one. Okay, this is SDO. Again, it's the satellite that's in geosynchronistic orbit. I'll show you it once more here, right here. It's right here all the time over our part of the planet. This part of the planet. It's moving at 15 degrees an hour, the same speed as we rotate around our axis. So it keeps it right here doing this figure 8 pattern. But it rotates itself to keep its eye on the sun. So all that means is that it's from our perspective, and every once in a while, twice a year, the Earth will pass between the satellite and the sun, and it'll be an eclipse season. Just for, I can't remember exactly how long they are. A little over a week usually, I think. Maybe a little longer. But that'll happen, and it's important to understand that because when you come over here and you start looking at the images and you see an eclipse, it would freak you out if you didn't know why. You know what I mean? So that's why I explained that. Now, this is a 211 angstrom from that satellite. Now, this angstrom is a part of the light spectrum we cannot see with our eyes. Okay? So they assign it a color, and it's looking at a specific gas. This 211 angstrom, the gas, I don't know what gas it's looking at. I need to get that written down here on screen for you guys and for myself. I do know the 304 angstroms ionized helium, but I'm not too confident on the other ones. I need to really like study that and just dedicate it to my memory. But they can put this any color they want. So the 211 angstrom isn't necessarily purple, okay? But so we're looking at a specific gas. Why do we do that? When you look at different gases on the sun, all you're looking at here, guys, is that angstrom. Any other light is gone out of this image. Okay? So it gives us different visuals. And certain angstroms will show us different features, like this. This is a coronal hole. I'm pointing this out because it's significantly, of significant size, okay? And it is right in front of Earth. To be like right in your strike zone, it really needs to be a little bit further south, but it's close enough, right? We're going to connect to that, and when that happens, right now we're probably at an increased risk for seismic activity. I can tell you, each and every time we have these big coronal holes, seismic activity gets boosted. It's clear in the data. You can go look at it. Now, I don't know how much it affects it. All I know is we see an uptick. And I'm not the earthquake guy. Go check out Ron over at Emergency Management Associates. He does an awesome job over there. He's a good guy, good friend of mine. Go check him out. IG's over there, modding for him also. So please do that. Okay, now, so I just wanted to show you that coronal hole. Not really a whole lot more there to show you. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much all I got right now. I don't, listen, we got like a 30% chance too of getting more X flares. So that's possible. And why? Because this sunspot here is still big. That's the monster that was firing stuff. And now we got this one here in the northern hemisphere. It's about the same size. So if this thing starts to become complex and we start getting reconnection events there on the sun, that means we got flares coming. What's that flare do? Increases the risk of CMEs. And that's exactly what's causing our issues today. So one more look here, guys, at all the CMEs that were coming. Okay, watch this. Here it is. It's right there. It's a train of them. And you can see it here in the data too, right here on the spaghetti string model here. That's a lot of CMEs, and that's also why it wasn't exactly correct, because it was so much happening in such a short amount of time, and everything that was happening was significant. So it makes it very hard to get it 100% correct. And I have to say this, I'm pretty impressed with how close they got with this one. I know we went a little bit stronger than what they thought, but their timing was close, and their power was close. They were saying G3. So it wasn't like it was way under forecasted. I don't want anybody to get that kind of a feel here. They got really close, and I'm pretty impressed with that, with all the stuff that was going on. I do have to say, it's really, yeah. I was actually kind of surprised. I mean, just to be honest, it's hard to do that. It's hard to get that stuff correct like that. But yeah, so I wanted to show you that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got. I will be doing a members only stream. I encourage you guys to try to become a member if you wanted to. And we're going to do a members only stream tomorrow. I'll probably be giving away some cards, decks of cards. I got some sunspot cards. They're bicycle cards. They don't make them anymore. My wife found a couple bricks of them, and I'm giving them away to you guys. Also, if you guys pop over there, we're going to do a Zoom court thing. If you don't know what Zoom court is, it's kind of a new genre on YouTube, and it started pretty much with COVID-19. That the court system utilized Zoom to start doing hearings during all that. And because of that, now they continue to utilize it, because what they figured out, they get people to come to court more often, because all they have to do is turn their phone on. So it's really helped. And some of the stuff that we see, yeah, it'll make you mad. Other stuff, so it'll make you happy. Other stuff's funny. And other stuff is just flat out tragic. Because it's all public court hearings. And it's really, really interesting. Multiple judges, multiple different court districts. Michigan, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee. They're all over the place now. You can see them on YouTube. Jessica Bly Hassan is the name of the channel that's given me permission to use her stuff. And I'll just be showing you a couple of her videos tomorrow in the members only. So please come. It's really interesting. We have a good time. But yeah, hey Tab, good to see you. But yeah. Hey Planet Hermit, good to see you. Yeah, you're welcome. Ozark Mountain Mama, love it. Stone County, Arkansas, nothing here. Yeah, again, guys, it's, you know, the Aurora is going to be hit and miss. And right now, unless we get an increase in geomagnetic activity, I don't think we're going to see much more. Not down here, okay? I just simply don't. So we'll keep an eye on it, guys. But yeah, look for that. Click your bell, guys, for members only. Click your bell if you're not members only. And we'll be doing a live stream tomorrow, and we'll do a members only stream tomorrow. I may do a short video in the morning to give you guys an update on what's going on with this. And then the regular live stream that I do every night will be there also. But go check out everybody, guys. You know. Oh, you live, Trinity? Sorry. Oh my God. Crap. At 9:51. 20 minutes. Okay, guys, look at me. Okay. This is what I want you guys to do. Hang out here for me just for a second, please. Big Dipper in the background. Very. Pause that. Let's go to this. Don't go nowhere, guys. Please, do me a favor. Let's hang out here just for 1 second. Oh, Dex is live. Oh. What? X was attacked to stop this broadcast? Really? Oh my gosh. Guys, was that Trinity or was that Dex? Are you I'm confused. That's okay, Ilea. You're live too, Trinity? Let's see. Yeah, nobody was live when I went live. Okay, so yeah, she's live too, talking about this. Dex is live also. So, guys, go check them out, okay? If you would, please. Go check both of them out. I hate to point one to the other. I don't think either one of them would be mad. It's just, yeah. So, if you could, guys, go over to Trinity's and Dex's. Go to both, if you can. Pull up 2 YouTube videos, 2 YouTube tabs, and watch them both. But, yeah. If you guys could, please do me a favor and do that. I would much appreciate it.
They're right there. We have an ocean separating us from, in this case, the enemy would be Russia. It used to be for the Soviet.
So let me, I'm going to stop that. I don't like that. Let me, I'm going to put this in my chat here, guys. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go to my channel.
In this case, the enemy would be Russia. It used to be for the Soviet.
So let me, I'm going to stop that. I don't like that. Yeah, we got a little, yeah. Okay. Sorry about the end of this, guys. This is Trinity's. Go check out her page, okay, guys? And check out Dex, too. It looks like he's live also. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off here, guys. I'm going to go check him out and see how that's all going to work out. And I'll see you guys in the morning. So, God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.